Hi, and welcome to Rabbit and Moon Tarot. My name is Angel, and I'll be doing a collective read. Now, before I actually get into my normal spiel, the energy to the collective today has been quite strong. What I'm feeling is anxiety. I'm feeling kind of like fears and insecurities in regards to whatever it is that is your end goal. Okay? During my meditation, I got a really strong wave of like fears and insecurities that lead to anxiety. That is becoming like a stone wall in your roadway. Like you're moving down this road to get to what you want. You know where your finish line is. You know where you want to be in life. You know what you want to do with your life. But there's this stone wall that's like 6 inches thick of like solid gray concrete, and it's just in the way. That's what I'm seeing. And the words like fear, insecurity, anxiety are all like graffitied across it. So I wanted to put that out there first. I don't know if you can tell, my window is open. It is raining pretty steadily, and I normally have the window open when it rains, but more specifically, I wanted it open for this reading because water energy is very cleansing. And it may be that in the collective, you all take like hot showers to decompress emotions. Maybe you listen to rain sounds to decompress emotions. Maybe you love the sound of waves because it calms the mind. Water energy is really good for washing away anxiety and cleansing. So I'm going to have the window open. I'm sorry if it gets loud or if there's street noises. I apologize, but I wanted the water aspect to come into this reading. And because I said that, you may have strong placements in water signs like Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. It could be part of your big three. It could be just strong placements in your chart. Or maybe you're just encapsulating that energy. However, I really needed to put that out first because it feels like anxiety, big time. So, if you've been with me before, you know that I've been putting in chapter markers in the timeline and in the description box below, along with any decks that I might use if I can find the link, and any references that I may make, like to music or video games, because I'm wont to do that. It's kind of my jam, so that's how I roll. If you're new to my channel, thank you so much for taking a chance on this teeny tiny little tarot channel. I know I don't have a whole lot of library, but I love reading. All likes, shares, and subscribes are deeply appreciated because it helps other people find my stories. And if you're new to tarot, I'm going to do a little tarot intro, and I'll put a little chapter marker here so that those who have heard it before could just pop over to the reading. But if you want to hear the tarot intro, it's not super intense, but it is food for thought, okay? Tarot and oracles are tools for self-reflection. They're meant to help guide you when you're making decisions from your own inner moral compass in pursuit of your own particular brand of happiness. I'm an intuitive reader, so I know tarot and I'll read the oracles, but I also work with my ancestors, my guides, and the energies that I do, particularly lunar energy and storm energy, which is why today's weather is so incredibly pertinent to this read. It feels like it's coming in really strong. I'm sorry, it really does feel like it's coming in strong. So let me continue forward. Sometimes there's only so many cards in a deck, and so my ancestors will pick a card. Sometimes what I read and what the message is coming through may not seem in total alignment, but that's because my ancestors will pick the closest approximation to the message that they're trying to bring at the time with the deck that I have in hand. And so it's my job to interpret, but it's your job to figure out whether or not it actually like resonates for you. And it might not all the time because it is a collective read. I'm tapping into a lot of different energies. So resonating would be something like you heard what I said and all of a sudden it plucks on a heartstring. It brings you back to a memory, a time, an event, a person immediately. There's no downtime. It automatically makes you think of it. And you said, oh my gosh, that happened last year. That's happening to me right now. I've been thinking about it. Haven't told anyone. How is it showing up in a reading? That's resonating. It doesn't resonate if you're watching the reading and most of the time you're like, this doesn't really sound like me. That's okay. It's a collective read. It's a lot of energies floating out there, and I'm trying to draw in the strongest ones. Now, to be clear, I've seen it happen on other channels, and I will address it here. There are some times that people will hear a message and get like head up or triggered by it. And they'll leave comments like, you don't know what you're talking about, XYZ. And in those moments, it tells me more about the viewer than it does about my reading style, because It's a general reading, just like other general readings on YouTube, thousands of tarot readers reading thousands of cards. And if this person heard what I said and it got to them, it like pulled on a heartstring that maybe they weren't ready to have pulled on. Maybe there's some shadow work that needs to be done. In those cases, I encourage anyone who might get like their feathers ruffled by what I said to examine internally, your internal world, to be like, what is it that you haven't yet given attention, love, time, healing, respect, recognition to? And more importantly, you are the maestro of your own destiny. Don't give your power up to a tarot reading. I'm reading the energy as it exists right now, but it's liable to change based on the decisions that you make. Because destiny and fate, which I believe in, I really do, I believe they only take you so far, though. It'll afford you opportunities, paths, doorways, but it's up to you to make a decision how you're going to act, what you're going to say, and what you want to call into your life. The universe has tons of different paths and timelines and possibilities for you. It's kind of like choose your own adventure, right? It is Build-A-Bear. It is this just giving you all these possibilities, and you create from what the universe is giving you. Nothing is set in stone. Everything is determined by what you decide and how you move. So, Tarot and Oracle are a guide, should you choose to use it. Okay, so let's get into the pre-shuffle. I'm using a card called the Soul Connections Oracle deck. It's hard for me to even read, so I'll have to hold it up like very, very close. Can you see? Okay. Because the cards and the messages are lovely, but and they're helpful, but they're a little bit light. And I sort of wish they would have picked either a darker card or darker text so you could see it better, but I digress. I'm going to keep going. So I'm going to cut the deck from the middle and see what we have at the bottom and in the middle, and that's going to be kind of the energy of the collective coming into the reading. So what we have here, and I'll read it to you because you likely can't see it. I see, I need you. And, you've got to be kidding me. Hold on. So this says, I need you. Okay. This one says, hidden fears and insecurities are blocking our connection. I can't even make that up. You seen that You seen that I had shuffled that. All right. So, collective, yes, there is something strong in y'all's vibe. There is something, I need you. This makes me, okay. I don't always try to make it a love reading, but sometimes it just be that way. It feels like there is somebody in the collective, be it you or your person. I will pop in and out of first and third person because the energies, just put yourself in the situation that resonates if it resonates, but don't make it fit. There is someone, take it as it resonates, who has, I just heard, the sole goal for union. That is their sole goal. And it does feel like it is a recent realization. This could be, maybe in your situation, you or your person just met, relatively new, and there's just this intrinsic pull to them. And it really could be that this is someone that has been in your life for some time, and no matter what you do, what decisions you make, what relationships you've been in, the places that you live, the jobs that you've had, it always seems that this person's energy is in your, social sphere, or your energetic bubble. I don't know how you want to put it, but it always feels like, I just heard, I don't actively have to think about them. They're just always there. Energetically, you don't have to think about what's so-and-so doing, or your person's being what's the collective doing. Nobody actually has to literally think because the energy is always and ever present. Hence the I need you. It's it almost feels like if you're going to be in my energy, if you're going to be in my energetic bubble and be present, I don't even have to actively think of you. You're just there all the time. Like a constant, oh my God, I'm hearing okay, sorry. It's getting a little fluffy, but like the rays of the sun. Like you can feel the heat from the sun when you're out and about. You don't have to actively look at the sun to know that the sun is there because you can feel the warmth on your skin. It's like that. It's like you don't actively have to see the trees moving to feel the wind on your skin. It's just always there. You can feel it. And then we have this hidden fears and insecurities are blocking our connection. Again, let's just look at that. I can't even believe I said all that in the beginning and then it just showed up as a card. I don't even know what's in this deck. I've recently bought it. So I don't know what cards are here. All right. Well, I mean, that's what we're working with. Oh, okay. Honestly, I'm getting like really tight in my chest and in my throat. Like, don't worry, I'm not having a health event. This happens sometimes when I'm tapping into a collective or someone's energy that is anxious, that is anxious about how I'm about to delve into this energy. And I understand, it's like peeling back people's protective layers and looking into their most vulnerable parts, especially if, like I said, there is a goal that somebody wants in the collective, but there's a big cement wall just in the middle of the road, and on this big cement wall is graffitied fear, anxieties, and insecurities, and that sort of thing. Okay, so we have, do you want me like I want you? And my defenses are up. Vulnerability scares me. Oh my God. My defenses, the wall. Okay, sorry. Do you want me like I want you? And my defenses are up. Vulnerability scares me. My defenses are up. Did they put up that big cement wall that I'm seeing? I thought it was yes, it is an obstacle in the way of them, or you, getting to what you want. But it also is the defense. What's getting in this energy's way is their own defense system. Oh, and now the deck is closed on both sides, so I guess let's just get into the reading. I'm going to pick 2 cards. If they'll actually, I'm going to move my bell out of the way so I can have 3 cards. I feel like for some reason 3 is the number that I want to have. You might resonate with 3s. Maybe you've been seeing 333 a lot or 33 or 3333. Take it as it resonates. That's an angel number, and not just because my name is Angel, but because they're actually called that. Okay, first card coming out is, oh, focus. I'm scared of losing you. Okay. I know they're so light. It's hard. I'm sorry that they're so light. They are beautiful cards. Okay. We'll take the one that's facing up. Oh, that one just fell off the top of my deck, so I'll take the 2 that are facing up. I'll put back the one that is closed. Okay, so you're my soulmate. Okay. And then we have, I crave you like no other. This, you know what? I'm going to put this in the middle, mostly because it's the blank, well, not the blank card. It's the one that looks blank on screen. But it's the one that says, I'm scared of losing you. So we have, you are my soulmate. I crave you like no other, but I'm scared to lose you. And yet there is this, like, again, I'm seeing like a 6-inch deep, like cement wall built on a roadway that's, like, again, graffitied with the words insecurity, fears, and anxiety. So I feel like I had a tarot that was all set for the read today, but now, because of the way it's coming out, I'm going to use a different deck. It's called, I have to find it first, so give me just a second, but it's called This Might Hurt, and it's by an artist named Isabella Rotman, I think it is. I'll confirm it once I grab the box. Oh yeah, it's called Isabella Rotman. Okay, it's called This Might Hurt. Okay, so let's just get into it. Can I get, oh, okay, hold on. I'm being told to get little tarots for these cards before I move into like this is very, I'm going to be real. This energy feels really, really kind of like a rattling cage. Okay, so we're going to put Isabella's deck right here. We're going to use that in just a second, but I need clarification for these cards before we even move forward. So I'm going to use Britt's Third Eye Tarot. Okay, so for you are my soulmate. What do we have from tarot? We have Nine of Cups. This is like emotional fulfillment. This is like I'm hearing your cup runneth over. Like it really feels to this collective, whatever energy this resonates, put yourself where it sounds like it is, but don't make it fit. It feels like this anxiety, this insecurity, these fears are attached to someone who also thinks that their soulmate is what's going to fill their cup, overflowing with love and emotion and stability and happiness. It also feels that they see their soulmate as this. Like this person is so emotionally sure of themselves, not arrogant, not conceited. Like they are emotionally mature. That's what I want to say. They are emotionally mature. Maybe that's where some of that anxiety comes in. It's like they see their soulmate and put them up on a pedestal. Or this energy sees their soulmate and puts them on a pedestal and sees them as like their cup runneth over. They're just like, I mean, just the expression on this character's face. Hold on, I just dropped the card. The expression on this character's face is very like, almost like divine. So they may be putting this person up on a pedestal. Which would, I mean, it would make sense if they have all these fears, anxieties, and insecurities, that maybe that part of that is that they don't feel like they deserve that kind of energy. Okay, so let's get a card for I'm scared of losing you. Oh, boy. We have... Don't want to... Yeah, I do. Okay. Okay, so we have the Sun and the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups is about previous connections, past connections. I also see it as soulmate energy. Soulmate energy. And I see the Sun. We're not even into the reading, like the main part of it. We're still like at the opening oracles, and it's so obvious that this energy, the one that's feeling anxiety, insecurity, and fears, has such a high opinion of their soulmate that is what is holding them back. That they feel like their person is way, way up here, like out of focus even, and they're down here, that their soulmate wouldn't even deign to look at them. But they're afraid of losing. Like, they really feel that this is who they're supposed to be with. And I just heard, this is who I'm supposed to be with. How the hell am I ever going to endeavor to deserve them? How can I make myself worthy of this person? And I've said it in the last couple of readings. I had to take a break last week because the same energy kept coming up, and every day it was getting stronger and stronger. And it feels like there's like a residual of it this week. Like whatever it is, collective, please, like it's you or your person or somebody. I'm confirming to someone out there. And let me be clear. I'm not telling you how you're feeling. I'm not saying this is how you will feel. I'm confirming to someone in the collective that this is how they are feeling in this moment, or they know that's how their person is feeling. They see this person, their soulmate, so high above them that like they honestly just, they don't even know how to, okay, I'm hearing, how do I even get on their level? And with the energy that lasts, like this may, I don't know how this is going to like turn out, but it honestly, it really feels like last week's energy with 3 readings in a row of the same type of energy. So we'll see how this turns out, but you may want to peek at the other energy or the other readings. The thing is, with this person, they have such a high opinion. They see them as almost divine. Their cup runneth over. They see them as their soulmate. And not only do they see them as their soulmate, but I'm getting the inclination that for some, not all, but for some in the collective, this is someone that they have been together with before, and it was not apparent at the time of the first connection when they first got together, but over time, they've realized that this person is their soulmate. So take it as it resonates. This could be someone that you grew up with, this is someone you went to school with, maybe someone you dated before, but you didn't know it then, but you sure as hell know it now, that this person is your soulmate. But I keep getting distracted, but what I keep trying to say is that to be in a connection with someone that you love, especially if you think so highly of them, it doesn't require perfection. I think this anxiety energy feels like they have to be absolutely perfection and above reproach, and that's not it. Love and happiness doesn't require perfection, but it does require effort, consistency, showing up, and putting effort in. I don't know if I said effort, but I mean, it bears repeating if I'd already said it. Okay, so I'm scared of losing you because they see you, again, as a soulmate and as their ultimate happiness with the sun. Like the ultimate happiness. The sun card is the happiness. The happiness. Okay, so I crave you like no other. This is telling me that also, not only, like from an emotional standpoint first, let's just talk about the emotional standpoint, because there's 2 cups already. We're not even into the whole reading yet. 2 cups already, 2 cup cards already, of abundance and about past connections and soulmate energy. Now we're moving on to what feels like attraction, chemistry, that carnal energy. So let's see what we got. I wouldn't be surprised if a wand came out. We have, okay, this popped around in my hand but didn't want to come out, so I'll address it. It's the Chariot. This energy, this fearful, insecure, anxious energy knows that they need to make a move quickly, that they can't sit on their hands. They've got to actually make a move. Oh, okay. Yeah. The energy, the anxious energy is feeling like they have to make a move soon because they're not the only ones who sees you as desirable, or I just heard, I know the other people crave them. Seven of Cups. Cups again. This person is, oh boy. With this crave card, oh gosh, I'm just dropping everything today. With this crave card and the Seven of Cups, the Seven of Cups energy sometimes is about indecision and not really knowing what to do, which is a little bit part of this energy. They're not sure how to get, quote, quote, on their soulmate's level. But it's also, because it's Cups energy, it's also very dreamy. It's very like in their head fantasizing. With it become over the I crave you like no other, and like we have daydream card, this person is, especially if y'all are connected before, y'all dated before, this is them like revisiting some of their most favorite times with you. I think you know what I mean. They have, and understand, it's not just spicy memories. It is, oh yes, it is how good the memory was and their favorite times with you, but it is also revisiting the physical expression of their emotional connection to you. It's like when they like daydream and fantasize, they're remembering how intense the connection felt. And it's not just how gorgeous you are or how your physique is like heaven to them, or that there's something particular about you or about them that is just drives you nuts. It's not just that. I mean, that plays a big role for them, but it also is, I'm hearing the perfection of having the energy, having that personality in this perfect vessel. Like, again, they see you as a soulmate, like the epitome. That's why you're so high up here. It's everything that they wanted, checking the boxes of intelligence, of emotional maturity, of physically attractive, of points of view, your humor, how vulnerable you can be, how loving you are, you know, how adventurous you are in an intimate setting. Any of those things. It's like all of them rolled into one. Which again, when the Chariot card came out, it's like they know they need to be doing something quick because they know or could put money on the fact that other people crave that energy as well. So now I'm being told I can go into the reading proper. So let's see. Let's tell a story. What is going on with this energy, this anxious energy? Okay. Are we surprised? This Nine of Swords card is this energy being up at night. I mean, losing sleep. Honestly, losing sleep. I'm hearing the bedtimes that they usually have, or like they try to go to bed at like a normal time, but like sleep doesn't come for them until like 1 to 3 in the morning. And if they are able to go to sleep at a normal time, they wake up often. Like they're having fractured sleep, disruptive sleep, because something about their spirit is telling them that they need to do something. And they're over here being like, I know. You know, like for instance, I should have answered his text. I should have just called her. They were so willing. Why didn't I just step forward? You know what I mean? Like there's this circle thinking on the shoulda, coulda, wouldas. There's a lot of, yes, anxieties, insecurities, and fears here, but there's a lot of self-blame. There is a lot of self-blame. And we are humans, so we're not perfect. But this person is really racking themselves over the coals? I don't know if that's the right saying, but they really are super hard on themselves. Very hard on themselves. I'm hearing there's lots of tears. And this is someone who doesn't like to show tears to anybody. This is maybe someone who cries in private. Or gets emotional when they think about watching you sleep. Like, again, if you were with them to get before, or if they were with you before, you were with them before, one of you two, when you or they, taken as an resonate, when this energy thinks about their soulmate asleep by their side, I'm getting a distinct feeling that this energy is looking at their soulmate. If you all were together before, looking at their soulmate and thinking, like it was almost surreal that emotionally the soulmate was where this energy wanted to be, and physically beautiful, physically gorgeous, physically attractive, has like animal magnetism. And after in a romantic encounter, this energy watching their soulmate sleep almost like broke their heart in because it was beautiful to them, or couldn't believe their luck, or it was surreal, or something like that. There was something about watching their lover sleep, and when they wake up at night, circle thinking on the situation. Yes, they may fantasize all the good, spicy times, but it's made stronger by the emotion, the vulnerability, the presence, the warmth. And then just this energy watching their soulmate sleep next to them. It's like they wake up in the middle of the night and they think about what would it be like if they could like roll over and you were there, or their soulmate was there. This is what I mean by there. I feel like there are times when they, like, I get the impression this person does not like to cry. This energy does not like to cry or show that kind of level of emotion in front of anybody. So they often have these emotional like moments alone, and especially when they wake up in the middle of the night and they wish that they could roll over and that person be there. Ooh, that's heavy. Okay, this didn't fall to the table, but we have the Hermit card. This energy is likely knows that they have an internal journey that needs to be completed. There needs to be healing, there needs to be introspection, there needs to be retrospection over their past relationships. And the thing about the Hermit that I like to point out is that the Hermit is letting in, I don't know if you can see it, let me hold it up. Can you see there's like a little star in there? The Hermit is letting the star, like the tarot card, the star, wants, needs, desires, wish fulfillment. They're letting the star guide their way through the darkness of their soul, doing that shadow work, doing the hard work, taking that journey to heal. The star energy, and the star energy is Aquarian energy, so if that makes sense for you, the Hermit is allowing the star energy to help guide them through some of the darkest times. Now, the star energy could represent an Aquarius, but it also could represent your higher selves, maybe an energy or a deity that you work with, an ancestor, just knowing that there's something to help guide you through this work that, well, honestly, I'm not going to sugarcoat it, needs to be done. Five of Cups. This energy is super upset about how it didn't work. They keep ruminating on all the chances that they had to make it work. And they just keep looking at how those cups are spilled. Like, they don't know how to get back on the level. What they don't realize is that they can, because there's two cups with flames in them. Two flames. Like twin flames, like soulmates. They don't see it yet, but it's there. It's almost like as if the universe is trying to let this person know, like, yes, there are lessons to be learned. Yes, it didn't work all these different times that you've tried in the past. Yes, you're sitting in circle thinking, but this is not meant for you just to sit here and suffer. It's here for you to have this moment of reflection, to learn from that, so that you can move forward towards the person that you desire so much. It's not gone. What's meant for you will never be lost to you. Two of Cups back here. Two of Cups here. I just said what is meant for you is not lost to you. Like, look, there's the two cups there, and they're each holding two cups with the flames. This is soulmate energy. This is the universe trying to explain to this energy. If you resonate with the energy of the anxiety, the insecurity, the fear, the universe has been sending you signs that what is meant for you, this soulmate, this love, this twin flame energy. We have two cups here and two cups here. We can see that as 11-11 if you want, or mirroring each other, that your soulmate or your twin flame or your divine counterpart or someone that you just feel like you're supposed to be with is not lost to you. But it does take vulnerability and healing. And let me also remind you, happiness does not require perfection. Being in a relationship with the person that you love more than anything does not require perfection. It requires effort. It requires consistency and dependability and showing up and vulnerability, but it does not require perfection. Okay? This is straight up. This is the universe asking you to take the time to heal. The Four of Swords is healing. The Three of Swords up here represents heartbreak. We can see that here, right? We can see the disappointment and the heartbreak. The universe is saying that the Two of Cups, someone who sees you eye to eye, who understands your soul intrinsically, and you know that they understand your soul intrinsically, which I just heard, which is why you put up a boundary, because you weren't ready for them to see you for who you are, because you were afraid, because you were anxious, because you had insecurities that they wouldn't like what they saw. But again, love doesn't require perfection. Happiness doesn't require perfection, but what it does is healing. This is the Three of Swords represents heartache, and this person sleeping with the one sword is the sword of truth. The truth of the matter in this situation, you see how this person is sleeping and they look like they're getting some good sleep. Like this person's probably on like the third dream. They're sleeping, which means they're hibernating, which means they're healing. They're gaining back energy that they need. They're replenishing their stores. The sword of truth is, the truth is of you need this healing. You need this time to regenerate, to recuperate from this heartache. You need it. You owe it to yourself. Oh my gosh, it didn't come out, but I'm going to show you. The Moon and Four of Wands, 11-11. You know, okay, when it doesn't come to the table, it is internal. This is something that you're thinking about or your person's thinking about. This person, this energy, this anxious energy feels like their soulmate is 11-11. It is their twin flame. It is divinely orchestrated. It's someone that they know is meant for them. And they're like this energy here, this, I'm sorry, I was about to swear. I got to rein it in. This energy, sorry, I'm just going to say it, this fucking energy is driving them crazy. They are just constantly in their head about how all those times it didn't work. And they can't see that there's still a chance for it to happen. They can't see that the Two of Cups is right fucking there. And the universe is just like, I've been sending you signs. Please see them. It's still available to you. You just need to heal. And it doesn't require perfection. You can be healing and move towards your person, prefacing it to be like, I want to be with you. I am healing. I am doing my best. I am every day showing up for myself so that I can be a better person to myself, to my friends, to my family, and to you, the soulmate. This energy, this anxious energy, sees their soulmate as their twin flame. The Four of Wands is also about higher levels of commitment. They don't want to just be friends with you. They don't want to just be your boyfriend. This is someone, you know, who doesn't want to just be your girlfriend. This is somebody who doesn't want to just be in like a casual relationship. This is somebody who wants to move things along in a very committed, exclusive, and serious way. I mean, for some, it may even mean marriage, moving in together, hand fasting, jumping the broom. But again, I'm seeing that 6-inch deep cement wall in the middle of their road towards their happiness. There's the Moon card. It's uncertain. The Moon card doesn't mean it's bad. It means that they can't see the forest through the trees. They can't see what's going to happen. They don't know what's going to happen. It's obscured to them because they've put up this big cement wall. Also, the Moon card is cyclical. So again, back here, we saw 3 cups. They've had several chances with this energy. And so the Moon card is confirming that, yes, this is cyclical until someone chooses to heal within the cycle. So it's the end of the cycle chapter and you're moving into putting roots down into the ground to grow the relationship with this twin flame. Okay, let's get a card for continuing the story. Okay, so we have 8 of Swords. Again, this is very similar to 9 of Swords. These swords around them are false barriers. Again, that 6-inch deep cement wall in the middle of the road that they've put there that they don't realize that they can walk around. This person in this card doesn't realize all they have to do is stand up and walk out. They're not actually in a prison. They're in a prison of their own making. They could get up and walk away from these swords. This person could walk around the wall, but all they see is the wall in front of them. And it's enough to stop them in their tracks, to hesitate, to doubt, to be insecure, to get anxious. But I'm going to move it right back here to the 4 of Swords. They have to take the time. 3 of Pentacles is about working together with people. More specifically, it's about reconnecting, reuniting, reconciliations, and working together. That's how I see this card, because it's working together. When you're reconnecting, you're working together to mend the row between you, or to catch each other up if it's been years since you saw each other. This is both people wanting to work towards the same goal. I feel like they're having doubts about whether or not you want to work with them. Or the vice versa. Okay. what do I want to do? I want to get an oracle. Okay, give me a second while I decide what oracle I'm going to be using for this. Okay, so we're going to use Messages of Love. We're going to get 3 because there's 3 cards up here. I feel like this might be advice from Spirit, so let's see what advice from Spirit would give this person. True love. This love is emotional, physical, and unconditional. This is validating this 2 of Cups, this soulmate energy, that 4 of Wands, like twin flame energy. It is confirming that what you are feeling or what they are feeling is not some fantasy. It's not made up. It's not like they made it up in their head that they've wandered into some alternate reality. No, this is real. And it's real to the point where this energy, this anxious, insecure, fearful energy, thinks that maybe sometimes it's only one-sided, that they feel this intensely, but it is not. I just heard this. It goes both ways. But unfortunately, this anxious energy wouldn't know that because they're stuck behind the cement wall, and their soulmate, their twin flame, their person that they want to be with most than anything, feels the same way. Okay, let's just keep going. Intuition. You already know the answer you seek. Okay, so this is... Okay. You already know the answer you seek, which is they need to do something. They need to do something for themselves, which is heal. They need to do something for their connection, say something. They need to do something, take action in their life. Trust what you're feeling. Not your head. Not what your ego is telling you, what your heart is telling you. When I say listen to your intuition, I'm not saying listen to the circle thoughts that are happening here and here. What is your heart and soul saying? What does your heart and soul feel like when you think of your soulmate? When you think of them sleeping next to you, like at night? When you think about those romantic, like saucy romantic moments, those sweet and caring moments, them doing something so natural as just sleeping by you, as if they are your person for life. What does that make your soul and your heart feel? This person is in your life to teach you a spiritual lesson. And I believe that. I do. A lot of people feel that karma is tantamount to pain. That if you have karma, if you're getting karma, that you're suffering through a relationship, you're suffering through bad times, but there's also good karma. When you are down in the fucking dumps and you're feeling awful about yourself and it feels like the world is happening to you, and there's this one beacon of light who's in your life, who wants to be there for you, wants to support you, wants to help you through your hard times. That is the universe trying to tell you that you are owed happiness. The karma that you are learning in this lesson is how to accept the love and the support that you are owed. Not just pain and like you're in this karmic situation, karmic job, karmic friendship, karmic relationship because you need to be taught a lesson. I mean, sometimes that is true for some people, but some lessons are sweet and gentle, and it's all the universe is trying to tell you is you deserve love. You deserve happiness. Allow it to wash over you. Allow the ebb and flow of happiness to take you away. Let it relax you. Let the waters rush over you. You deserve love and happiness. It's a lesson in acceptance. It's a lesson in recognition of self-worth. It's a lesson in self-love, because we accept the love that we think we deserve. So if you're pushing love away, or if you're fearful or anxious about whether or not you deserve the love, that's reflective of the karmic lesson that you need to learn, which is you do deserve love. Regardless of life choices, about whether or not you messed up and how you should have been XYZ in this relationship, should have given more, everyone is deserved and owed love. That may be the lesson for this person. And that is the reading for today. Thank you so much for being here and taking a chance on this teeny tiny little tarot channel. I know I don't have a whole lot in my library, but I really appreciate reading. All likes, shares, and subscribes are deeply appreciated. But what I appreciate more than anything is your energy being here today. So this is Rabbit and Moon Tarot. My name is Angel, and I will see you at the next reading.